Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. I'm going to continue Creepy Castle in this segment and following few segments. And the first thing I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go inside this tree that we opened earlier with the barrel blasting course. Now that we have the homing ammo, we can actually get this out of the way now. Over here we have a passage we can't get through, but if we punch the tree or whatever, the broken piece of wood, we can actually get through. And down this hallway you can actually see a pineapple switch. This is where you need the sniper mode to actually get it, though. If you try to aim normally, there is no way in hell that you'll actually reach it. And if you try to walk across this grassy stuff, then you'll lose sight of it anyways. So yeah, you do definitely need the sniper mode for this. And now I'm going to try to get this balloon. Having a little bit of trouble though. Okay, come on, just... There we go, finally. That only took 700 years. Anyways, we have a bonus game, so let's see what it is. No! Why? We just did this a little bit ago. Why are we doing this again? Okay, so yep, we have Bother again. And it's the exact same game with the same exact conditions as the one we played at the very top of the tower. So hopefully you got good at what you did earlier, because you have to do it pretty much again. So it's kind of a dick move for this game, but whatever. They wanted you to do this twice for some reason. I'll never understand why, but that's just what they wanted you to do. For some reason, I've always found this version to be easier. I don't know if there is actually a change in difficulty. I don't think there is. I don't see why there would be, but I don't know. I've always had an easier time with this version than the other one. And there we go. Yeah, I actually did this on the first try. It took me about like 10 tries for the other game, and it only took me one try here. So whether if there is a difficulty change there or not, I guess it really doesn't matter, because I did it now, so hooray for that. Now let us move on to greater things, especially now that we don't have to do that anymore. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out Donkey Kong and do his portion of that tree. And thankfully there is a tag barrel right here, so it's not a very long stroll over to this point. I'm probably also going to do the... I'm going to use one of the rocket barrels to take Diddy on top of the tower, because there is another bonus game up there. I'm trying to remember what bonus game it is, though. I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's actually Peril Path Panic, but don't quote me on that. We'll find out in time. And look, we have DK's Kasplat inside the tree, so let's take that blueprint piece. I think we still need to get Lanky's, which is kind of halfway up the tower. And then Diddy and Chunky's are actually in the two hallway areas where Funky and Candy are, so I'll get those later too. Okay, right here, before we actually start this portion of, well, not this portion, but before we actually try to get the golden banana that we can get, we first have a banana fairy, and this one is actually pretty annoying to get because it's very, very fast. And of course, I get it on the first try when I'm on camera. During my speedrun a few weeks ago, that one took me like, I think 20 rolls of film to actually get. Oh well, I got it on the first try there, so I guess that's the important thing. Now we have to aim at these targets, and whenever we hit a target, we raise the water level. And we're basically going to raise the water level until we reach the gold banana. And I believe you do need sniper mode for this point. You might not have to need... You might not need it, but I always remember needing it, at least for the first one. But again, I don't know for sure. You could probably get it if, like, you aim properly, but I really don't know for sure. I remember one of the players guys I had actually said that you did need sniper mode, but I don't know if the other one said that or not. Oh well, it's nice to have the sniper mode anyways, so it's best to get that out of the way first when you first enter this world, so whatever. That's all up for interpretation, I guess. Okay, so now we gotta go find a rocket barrel. I think there's one about where Banana Port 2 is, the second banana port, not the one that's around all the other banana ports. So I'll just take Diddy up there. I believe there's also a random red balloon floating somewhere around here, so I might actually look for that too while I'm in rocket barrel form. I should have actually looked at the player's guide off camera to make sure I knew where all the random bananas were, but I decided against that. Which can either hurt me or help me in the long run, I really have no idea. I seem to find I found all the ones in Crystal Caves just fine. And I probably would have found the Fungi Forest once if I just looked around, but I definitely needed help for Bloomy Galleon. Okay, so we got that. Now let's actually go to the very top of the castle. And before we do that, there is actually a random banana bunch over here, so grab that first. And now we're going to go inside this barrel. What's inside? Nobody knows. Oh, it's Big Bug Bash. I thought it was Peril Path Panic, but I might be thinking of something else. Okay, so I think this is the last version of Big Bug Bash that we'll have to play. And it's naturally going to be the hardest. Although I don't think I fail at this game, I'm not that good at it, so this could take me a second try if I'm not careful. I'm doing pretty good, though. Oh, here I go, I'm failing again. Okay, now I got this, Well done! Thank you, Mr. Announcer Guy. You've done a well done job of announcing this game so far. Okay, I think it's Lanky time, so I can get his blueprint, and then I'll be ready to head inside the different small hallways of this level. So yeah, as I basically showed off earlier, the blueprint for Lanky isn't very far from here. I think it's actually just like across this bridge. Well, up the hill a little ways after you cross the bridge anyways. And maybe after you walk across this wooden plank. It may have just been easier to take Banana Port number 2. Especially now that I fell off the castle like an idiot. Okay, yeah, I'll take Banana Port number 2. I probably should have tried to kill that guy instead of actually trying to walk past him, but... yeah, I was being stupid. Stupid as usual. Okay, there he is. And I almost fell off again right there. And there we go, blueprint gotten. Okay, yeah, there was no way for me to save myself right there. I could have saved myself right there, but I chose not to. So here we are back at the beginning. Which I guess isn't a big problem. The banana ports aren't far from here, so I don't have to go that far to actually find where everything is. Still, though, it's always a shame when you have to die to actually get back on track. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna get Chunky out of the tag barrel. And take him to banana port numero uno. And we're gonna go back inside this place. This spooky place. Right off the bat, we have a gap we need to cross with Tiny, so I'll go ahead and switch to her briefly so I can get this out of the way. I believe this is a minigame, and I believe the minigame is Teetering Turtle Trouble.
Welcome to
Yep, I was right. I didn't really memorize that, though. It's kind of still fresh in my mind from when I did the quick playthrough 2 weeks ago. So yeah, just survive 60 seconds. Not much of a challenge, if you ask me. The snakes definitely tire out a lot easier than they do in the earlier versions of this game, but it's still nothing you shouldn't have any major difficulty with. I love how they randomly just say, keep going in the middle of the minigame when you're 10 seconds to go. I don't think I've ever actually failed this minigame before. It's really not that hard at all. Okay, we're gonna switch back to Chunky again. And I believe we'll actually run into his Splat very soon. Before we do that, though, we have a room we can get a few more golden bananas in. Before I do that, though, there are actually some gates you need to primate punch with Chunky. Normally I wouldn't bother with this, but since I am going for a 100% regular banana playthrough, I have to do this. And I'll kill you because you're annoying me, or well, I'll punch you away anyways. Okay, for some reason my A button's not really working well. Which would explain a lot, considering I made a lot of stupid jumps in this recording session. And look, we also have some Chunky stuff over here. However, even though you needed Chunky to punch some of those gates, none of these rooms actually involve Chunky whatsoever, so we're going to put him away, and then we're going to get some more gold bananas with all the other Kongs. First, we're going to get out Donkey Kong. In here, he has another one of these panel puzzles, where you have to make Donkey Kong's face. Once again, my controller's acting weird again. I really don't know what's wrong with it at all. And I really hate when my controllers don't work. And after you make Donkey Kong's face, you get another gold banana. Wow, we're more than 90% done with the gold bananas. That really shows you how close we are to finishing this game.